Well, hello to my wonderful subscribers. This is for spiritual and entertainment purposes only. It came to me yesterday that it might be helpful to share what I learned by being a person who went to counseling. And it was a comment that I saw yesterday in a chat room that someone, I don't remember who, but some wonderful soul said, I want to do inner child healing, but I have no idea where to start. And I remember feeling that same way. I went to counseling for about 18 years with a counselor I really trusted and really hit it off with. And it took maybe 4 counselors before I met the right one. And boy, that makes all the difference, meeting the right person. And because you're developing trust. So I wish everyone in the world could go to counseling and be matched up with the right counselor, because it's just phenomenally helpful. And I got to thinking about a technique that I would recommend. And I don't think I learned this in counseling so much as I imagined it. And I know I've imagined it still. When feelings are a little bit overwhelming, or you're not quite sure who to ask or where to start to do the inner work, I picture something akin to what I've drawn here. The painting, I was trying a new technique I really like called underpainting. Really enjoyed that. The drawing, as you can see, I'm not a good drawer, but hopefully you can make out enough to see that they are individuals of all sizes and ages. The fact that they're of all ages is what's important to me. And this one here is also, these are all aspects of the same person. And I purposely made this one larger and taller than the rest. Oops, that purple is coming out awfully dark. Let me try something here. Let's try to lighten that up a little bit. So I wanted to share, this person has a healing cape on, by the way. This is my version of a healing cape, because this is the adult self, the parenting self, asking the inner aspects to bring forward what they'd like to let go of, what they don't need, what they didn't like, what they didn't understand. Now you'll notice there's one that's really tiny, that doesn't have a voice, that can't write yet, so just has sadness and crying. A very, very little one, right here. And there are ones that are taller, boys and girls, male and female aspects of this self that have things that bothered them that they didn't like, that they want to talk about, that they need to release because they're burdens. And everyone wants to have their voice heard. And a lot of times emotions as a child are very strong as we form our personalities and our likes and dislikes. And our emotions can be very intense, just like they can be when we're teenagers. Those emotions can be very intense too. So what I've asked these aspects to do, and as I've drawn them, is to write down what they need to say, what they want to release, what they want your attention to hold for them. There concerns, male and female aspects of all ages. And behind this aspect of grown-up self, I have drawn a fire. There's a stellar jay out the window. Do you hear it? Hey, Stella J. Hey, Stella J. And I have also placed a big vat of water. Whoops, excuse me. I dropped it. And right here, I have drawn a shovel. That can dig into earth. And each of these inner aspects, each of these parts of this individual are being welcomed to come forward and share what they need to say, what burdens they have been carrying. And this adult parenting aspect self is simply going to listen. Just listen. Listen wholeheartedly. And this is where symbolic of their burdens being written down to be placed either in the fire as they wish it. They will decide where it needs to go. They will tell the adult's aspect their long or short list of grievances, injustices, unhappiness, pain, injury, dashed hopes, disappointments, whatever they need. And they will decide whether it goes in the fire to be released or the water to be disintegrated or into the earth to disintegrate into earth and be made anew, because energy is neutral. This helps it to not be so overwhelming when we want to release emotions that perhaps we're stuck for a time. Perhaps we're overwhelming at times. This is a way to hand them off, release them, and let go. This brings illumination. Nothing needs to be hidden. There is no shame in this. This is healthy to let go. It's safe to do so. And this is a very simple drawing, but I am a very simple person. I like to keep things simple. I was sure to give all these aspects shoes because I want them to be grounded. I want what they say to have gravity. Their feelings, their experiences. I really like that this person here, the adult aspect, has her arms open because, well, she's me. And, oops, she has blue hair. Oopsie daisy. At some point, but today her hair is mainly going to be gray, like mine. And she has her arms open. She's amenable to what these aspects have to share because she knows it's part of healing. An illumination doesn't need to hurt. It can be painful. There can be tears. That's okay. If you feel so moved, it can be safe to put yourself as a neutral character. Like you can pretend that you are the secretary of your soul. And as the secretary of your soul, you can ask these parts to come forward. And just take a pad of paper and write down what they say. That's not quite doing it for me. Let me get a brush. Our neighbor dog is talking about something. Must be hearing something. Wonderful dog doing their job. So as the secretary of your soul, you can write down what each aspect says, whatever it is. Pardon me, I'm going to close the window a little bit. There. So the neighbor dog can keep talking about whatever he's talking about. So that would be my friend-to-friend, loving, caring advice to you today. Oops, what the heck happened there? Would be to sit quietly and act as if you're the secretary of your inner parts. And have them tell you what they would like to release and just write it down like a good soul secretary does. And they will tell you freely whether they want it burned, buried, or disintegrated into water. And you can just make a note of that right next to what they want to release. This way you can be a witness to your own healing. It helps you to stay in witnessing awareness. It helps you parent yourself because you're standing there grounded, protected, aware of your guides and angels and ancestors, aware of the protections that love provides all around you. You're the reason it's okay for these inner parts to come forward. Some will be angry, that's okay. Some will be actively hurting, and that's okay too. Some will be very shy, and they might just inspire you to make a little doodle, a little tiny picture of a drawing instead of words. And that's okay too. And then gather these up, crumple them, or tear them into pieces. And either burn them safely, of course, or disintegrate them in water, as if you're casting them out to sea on biodegradable paper to forever be free with the oneness of life. And as you let go, the energy becomes neutral. At one with the universe. Or you can bury them put them with a little shovel under the ground, where they will disintegrate, and then again they are neutral. That energy is available to the soil. That beautiful, beautiful circle of life that we are a part of. And after you have done this, as the secretary of your soul, give yourself a hug. Give yourself a real hug. And you can do this as many million times as you need to over the years. You can wait a week and do it again. You can do it whenever you are moved to do so. You may find parts that are too angry to speak, or crying so much they can't speak, and that's okay. Those you make another piece of paper, and you say, I hear you, I feel you. You have an appointment with the council of my heart. When I sleep at night, the council of my heart meets in my dreams, in my sleep, with my guides and angels and ancestors, and care and comfort is given. All you need to do is rest. Just rest. Your voice will be heard. When you are ready, it's okay. It's okay now. It's okay to rest and release your burdens, to set them down. And you can talk to those parts at a later date, and you will know when they're ready. As the secretary of your soul, you know, you will know. You will feel nudgings, you will see signs in the world around you. Like today. You know, in Lemurian we say Wawanui, love to everyone. First love, love to everyone. And at the gas station, the car ahead of us had one of those license plates that you get to pick what it says. And the license plate said Wawa. So I was like, I see you, universe. I got the message. So the world can be very clever. It's a beautiful place, and it's an exciting experience to be here and to share this with you. So I hope you have found this helpful. Please let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate that. And thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And when this dries, I am going to have to come back in and perhaps give the sky color of, I'm thinking lavender would be a good color. That wonderful transmuting color of lavender. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe kind of like this tape color. I'll have to wait till it dries. All right. And I need to sign it as well. I had told myself to not film things until I signed them. There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.